Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will revise the reticular formation. Reticular formation, as its name suggests, resembles a net reticular that is made up of nerve cells and nerve fibers. The net extends up through the axis of the central nervous system from the spinal cord to the cerebrum. It is strategically placed among the important nerve tracts and nuclei. It receives input from most of the sensory systems and has efferent fibers that descend and influence nerve cells at all the CNS levels. The exceptionally long dendrites of the neurons of the reticular formation permits input from the widely placed ascending and descending pathways. Through its many connections, it can influence skeletal muscle activity, somatic and visceral sensations, the autonomic and endocrine systems, and even the level of consciousness. General arrangement. The reticular formation consists of a deeply placed continuous network of nerve cells and fibers that extend from the spinal cord through the medulla, the pons and midbrain, the subthalamus, hypothalamus, and thalamus. The diffuse network may be divided into three longitudinal columns, the first occupying the median plane, called the median column, and consisting of intermediate sized neuron, and second called the medial column containing large neurons, and third or lateral column containing mainly small neurons. With classic neuronal staining technique, the groups of the neurons are poorly defined, therefore tracing on anatomic pathway through the network is difficult. However, with some new techniques of neurochemistry and cytochemical localization, the reticular formation is shown to contain highly organized groups of the transmitter specific cells that can influence function in specific CNS areas. The monoaminergic groups of the cells, for example, are located in the well-defined areas throughout the reticular formation. Polysynaptic pathways exist, and both the crossed and uncrossed ascending and descending pathways are present, involving many neurons that serve both somatic and visceral functions. Inferiorly, the reticular formation is continuous with the interneurons of the gray matter of the spinal cord, while superiorly the impulses are relayed to the cerebral cortex. A substantial projection of the fibers also leaves the reticular formation to enter the cerebellum.